squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on last year's national champion, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will have the first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out in the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Oh, he's got a chance. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Looking downfield, it's Waddle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Clemson's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this...
Into the secondary on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
To the air, it's Waddle. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return. return, and that's how this period will come to an end. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling.
Breaks into the open. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Third down, I got this. I'll take this myself. He makes the read quickly. He calls his number. He has confidence in himself. Goes and gets the first down.
Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Quarterback making checks. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tiger. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today... He could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the ground game. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Waddle. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it on the left. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He might want another play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Complete on third down. Bust through behind his pad. All kinds of room to the right. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The inside handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Waddle. It's complete to the right.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Wants to go up top. He's got him. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's got the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to get the corner. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the option. power football with the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On target to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18!
The give on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
With a big opportunity in the red zone.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
North Carolina, 13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abraham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Give to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got his man quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes it past the marker. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
brings up
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, and running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
North Carolina, 13.
He'll bring it out. It's Abraham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, trying to pick up some positive yards.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 17, in formation to kick it away.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Clemson! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Waddle. Firing to the right, complete. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
North Carolina, 13.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
And his first pass is incomplete.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. Here's the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Bring in the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Abraham. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And it's caught for a touchdown. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers will hustle to the line. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This